Good. And where you are?
I'm here. I'm gonna wait for you.
Yeah, good luck. Okay. It's pretty windy out there, but it's out. I'm gonna get it up.
The climbing route follows the northern ridge to avoid most of the deadly crevasse fields. The deep cracks kill climbers every year. The ski route follows the same ridge extending down as far as the snow lasts. Our transportation makes it as far as it could, and we are forced to walk to the refuge at 15,000 feet.
What happens to the body when it ascends rapidly in altitude?
Well, the first problem is that the atmospheric pressure is greatly reduced the higher you go. But because there's less air here, the saturation of oxygen in your blood, or the saturation of the hemoglobin in your blood, is reduced. At sea level, it's generally about 96 to 100%, and at this altitude, 15,000 feet, you're generally in the low 80s, high 70s. So the problem to compensate for this is your body starts to hyperventilate. During the hyperventilation, you lose CO2, which is an important chemical in your blood to balance the pH. The pH of your blood starts to slowly increase, which has multiple problems with it, including headache, nausea, ataxia, which means you lose your balance and you can't walk straight. Eventually, you start to get water on the lungs, and then your brain would start to swell. Most of the time, these things can easily be reversed by descending.
12:30. Leave the refuge in the blackness of night. Behind me, the lights of Quito are visible. As I progress up the glacier, I fight the intense cold wind and extreme exhaustion.
I need to rest.
Yeah,
But can we find a place without wind?
We have to climb a little bit more if we want to get away from the wind.
We leave at night when the air is cold and the snow bridges over the crevasses are stable. 6 a.m. The sun rises above the Amazon, warming the air just a little. The final 300 feet is the steepest, at 45 degrees. Here, the altitude really begins to take a toll.
And of course, it's the most difficult. Every step is a conscious effort.
"9:45, finally reach the summit. The ski is rough. It feels like skiing on ice chunks the size of cinder blocks. Due to the altitude, I descend slowly, taking frequent breaks. Skiing down a serpent of snow, I finish as the snow runs out.